Hello, welcome to day 19. It's Yin Sunday, my favourite. Today we're going to do a sequence of yin postures against the wall. So in Yin Yoga we're really working on relaxing the muscles, really letting go of any tension. And it can sometimes be, and we're using gravity and the weight of our body to help take us deeper into a posture. But when we can have our legs or our feet against a wall, it just adds that something to help push you deeper into a posture without you using your effort to take yourself deeper into that posture. So I will show you when we get up there. I would just, to prepare yourselves, I always wear some big, thick socks when I'm doing yin. They're not most glamorous, but they keep you nice and warm. Because yin practice is so still, you can find that your body temperature drops quite dramatically. You may want to wear, depending on how warm it is where you are, you may want to wear long sleeves as well. It's mainly targeting the lower parts of the body, and I will show you the postures when we go in. So let's take a nice comfortable seat, just take a few moments to find our breath. So maybe resting palms facing up, resting the backs of the hands on the knees, maybe the hands in the lap, maybe hands on the knees. Find something that works and is comfortable for you. And just closing your eyes. Notice the breath. Notice the belly expand and fall as you inhale and exhale. As we inhale, rise a little taller up through the crown of the head. As we exhale, soften the shoulders away from your ears. Each inhale growing taller. Each exhale relaxing a little more, soften the legs, the sit bones. Staying long and upright, but still relaxing that little bit more with each breath. If the mind wanders, just focus on the breath, rising and falling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, take your arms out to the side, up to the sky, fill lungs, fill belly, bring hands into a prayer. Exhale, bring that prayer to the heart. Resting hands to the knees and gently fluttering the eyes open. And we're ready to start. So we want to sit ourselves as close to the wall, side on, as we can. So really pressed up against the side of the wall. Take the hands down behind us, and then we want to lift the legs up the wall as we lay back down onto the mat or onto the ground. You don't necessarily need a mat. And then just working the hips right in as close as we can get to the wall. For some of us, we won't be able to get, with our legs straight, we won't be able to get the hips down. In that case, you could sit onto the backs of your hands, or you could place that folded up blanket or cushion underneath you. But the closer in we get to the wall, the deeper we'll be able to go into the postures. So we're going to start with just legs up the wall. So just bring the palms so they're facing up. The feet just in a natural position. Feel the hips dropping down towards the ground. And feel that nice release in the spine. And then as with all yin postures, we are just trying to keep ourselves nice and soft. We're going to be holding each posture for 2 minutes. If you want to hold the postures for longer, you could always pause the video and add an extra 3 minutes on to make each pose 5 minutes. Feel the hips relaxing, dropping down towards the ground. Feel the legs softening. Feel the spine melting down into the ground, shoulder blades, lower back, all becoming heavy, soft and relaxed. And then bring your attention to your feet. Notice the sensations in the feet, maybe feeling tingling. Maybe you can feel the blood falling down from the toes, down to the upper body. So taking that stale blood from the feet and allowing it to easily move to the heart and be reoxygenated and pumped around the body. If you're on your feet all day at work, or if you get swelling in the feet or the ankles or the knees, this is a brilliant posture to do last thing at night. It also really takes you into a really relaxed state. We're literally taking the weights off of our feet. Take one more long deep inhale. One more long deep exhale. And release. We're going to take our legs into a wide-legged position. So just allow the legs to slide open. We don't want to really force the legs open. Just take them to a place that you know you're going to be able to hold for a couple of minutes. Again, allow the hips to drop down, shoulder blades to drop down, lower back, all melting down. And then just bring your attention to the sensations that you're feeling. Just be careful, you don't want to overstretch behind the knees. So in Yin Yoga, as I've mentioned before, we are working with our edge. We are taking our body to a place that is pushing us. It's taking our body to its limits, really, and then just knowing where that point is. We're playing with that edge. Can we push it a little bit more? Should we rein it back in? And it's really learning to know how far you can push yourself without causing yourself any form of injury. So we want to get the most out of the posture, just like we want to get the most out of life. But we don't want to push it that little bit too far and cause ourselves injury, hurt, pain. So in Yin Yoga, we're learning to live on the edge. It's how we get the most out of life. So in our posture, how far can we take the pose without causing any kind of harm, with allowing ourselves to be in a relaxed state? In life, what's that next step? Can I take that, or is that going to cause pain? This is really how we get the most out of our life, or how we really push ourselves to our limits. In yoga, we're really focusing on that long, deep breath. So take a long, deep inhale. long, deep exhale. And one more. Really filling the belly and relaxing, softening the belly. And then we're going to slowly ease ourselves out of the posture. I'm using my hands on the outsides of my thighs here just to help draw the feet in together. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and bringing the heels down towards the body. And then we're just imagining the knees are pressing against the wall. And then just allowing ourselves to soften. So you find that position that you can find stillness in for 2 minutes. Allow the hips to relax down to the ground. And then just noticing those sensations. So for me, it's all in and around the groin. You may be feeling it somewhere else. Wherever it is, you direct your breath to this area. And you exhale to allow that area to soften, to relax, to let go. Maybe closing your eyes, taking all of your attention inside. Feel the lower back melting down, really releasing through the back. Notice any tension that you are consciously holding on to and just let that go. Soften as you exhale. Our final long deep breath. Inhale deep into the belly. Exhale and relax. And we'll slowly bring those knees back in together and begin to walk the legs up the wall. We'll keep that right leg up the wall and we're going to come into a version of sleeping swan or pigeon. And we're taking the left ankle across the right knee, sole of the foot, or the foot is flexed. And then we're going to just bring that right foot down. If the hips are lifting up, try and drop the hips down and maybe you'll just need to lift that right leg up a little bit more. And really feel that opening through the left side, deep into the glutes. And the outside of the left thigh. With each exhale, just allow the hips to soften, to relax, to drop down. If you want to take it a little deeper still, you can take the ankle to the left so that the side of the foot is resting up the right thigh. And then just relaxing into your pose. Closing your eyes. And just letting go. In Yin Yoga, we're finding stillness, both in the mind as we just focus on the breath and focus on the sensations rather than the thoughts. And we only really want to move if we're feeling pain and we need to move out of the posture or ease ourselves out a little, or if we feel as though we've created some space and we can maybe move a little deeper into the posture. really use the breath to take you deeper into the posture, your relaxation to take you deeper into the posture. Stay focused on that breath, rising and falling. For our final breath here, inhale and exhale. And release. Maybe lift through the hips to release that left leg. We'll take both the legs back up the wall. And then we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. As we slide that left foot down, trying to keep the hips down, maybe moving the left foot out to the right a bit, so the side of the foot is along the thigh up towards the knee. And then just allowing those hips to drop down. Each exhale, just soften, let go of that tension in and around the right side. Trying to relax the muscles around that sensation so we can work into those connective tissues, into the ligaments, the tendons and the fascia. The fascia system is holding everything together in the body, but it's also a communication system. It allows our energy to flow freely along the meridians. So by releasing the tension in the fascia, we're allowing that energy to run along the meridians, sending messages from all the different areas of the body, the different organs, and allowing the body to communicate and then to work in harmony. So just really allow that softening, that opening to happen. As you release some of this tension, some of these connective tissues, you can be releasing emotions, especially in and around the hips. So if you feel those emotions rise, just allow them to arise and just roll with it, just go with it, just let it happen. We're releasing stored emotions. We're letting them go. One more long deep breath there, really soften the hips down. And release, lifting the hips. Take that right foot to the wall again, taking those legs up, stretching the legs out. And for our final posture, we're going to bring take the feet nice and wide, and then bring the heels down into a version of happy baby. So further down we bring the feet, the deeper into this posture we'll go. The wider the feet, the deeper into the posture we will be able to go. So just relax that spine down again, the shoulder blades melting down. Soften your face. Soften the hips and the groin. Just for the next minute and a half, just focus on your breath, rising and falling. yourself to relax a little more with each exhale. Lengthening the breath. Re-emptying the lungs and the belly on the exhale. Relaxing the hips as they drop down to the ground. Breathing in peace and calm. And breathing out tension and stress. For inhale. For exhale. And slowly, mindfully working those feet in together, maybe heel toeing the feet in together. Or just take a couple of breaths in our spinal twist. So drop those knees over to the right, soles of the feet against the wall. Left arm out to the left side, long, deep inhale. Long, deep exhale. 2 more breaths there. Last breath. And changing sides. So just bring the feet back to center. We'll rock the knees over to the other side. Right arm out to the right side. For the weight of that top leg falling down into the bottom. Long, deep inhale. Long, deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. And release. Come back to center. I'm going to roll over onto my side, pushing up into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, take our arms out to the side, up to the sky, filling our lungs, our bellies. Exhale, bringing hands to our heart, sealing our practice. Press thumb to chest, chest to thumb, and dropping the head for Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel nice and relaxed. You should feel both relaxed and energized. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more journaling.